cast your eyes upon this sanctuary, standing shoulder to shoulder with me in service are those who give their whole heart and sacred devotion to this assembly. Our minister, Reverend Margalie Belizaire, our Director of Lifespan Religious Enrichment, Judith Stein-Farrall, our Director of Music, Aubrey Connelly-Candelario, alongside the glorious Luminary Choir and drummer Jacob Height. Board member Brandon Allen, and I still don't have a chalice lighter. We need to solve this problem. Maya. You want to light chalice? Okay. Maya, our chalice lighter, Maya. Thank you. Render unto them the tireless souls. Oh, wait a minute. I skipped a part. And every noble citizen taking to the soapbox to speak their truth today. Render unto them and the tireless souls laboring behind the scenes the resounding acclaim they so rightly deserve. Families, take heed. Our children and youth shall remain right here in the sanctuary to partake in this sacred service today, though the nursery does stand open until noon for the little ones. Now attend well to my words and hear them loud and clear. Whether this day marks your first step into this hall or your 1000th Sabbath with us, you belong here. Whoever you are, whoever you hold dear, a seat is preserved for you at this table. In this hall, under this roof, your full, true, and unvarnished self is not merely tolerated, it is celebrated. We fling wide the gates of liberty to every race, nation of origin, status of citizenship, gender, affection, age, capability, station of wealth, and creed of faith. We stand for you. We contend for you. We welcome you. Now, we have a few special announcements today. If your child is going to participate in religious enrichment classes this year, you are invited to meet up with Judith and other members of the Lifespan Religious Enrichment team for an information session about this year's program. They will be in the assembly room of the Enrichment Center at approximately 11:45. Grab a beverage and a snack and come to join in the conversation. And now, I invite Dan Rowe to tell you about an upcoming RE event that needs some help.
Sorry, I just didn't trust the soapbox. Morning, my name's Dan. I am working with the Lifespan Religious Enrichment team. We're partnering with a national organization, Search for Common Ground, to host a United Plates dinner here on October 10th. The goal of the dinner is to foster connection and community by sharing a meal across differences with your neighbors. So we would love for y'all to come out. There will be an invitation coming soon. It is not quite ready, but it'll be coming out soon for y'all to pre-register. The goal here is that y'all, when you register, will invite somebody, and when you think about who to invite, the way I like to reference is that loving kindness meditation, where you start with yourself, then you go to your circle of loved ones, then acquaintances, then people that you might have a little bit of friction with. Let's look outside of that immediate circle of loved ones. That's the goal here, whatever your comfort level is. So please look out for that invitation, and if you have any questions, I'm around, and Judith has been very gracious about helping with everything too, so she can answer questions as well. Thank y'all.
Our summer variety concludes next Sunday with a presentation on Eastern spirituality. Come for the basics on Buddhism, Confucianism, Hinduism, and Taoism. On Sunday, September 6th, is our question box service. Come with your questions and wonderings about our strategic plan. Let's explore this together. And on September 13th is an invitation to In-Gathering, the Water Communion Worship Service. So come, dear ones, let's gather our waters as we intentionally continue to journey together spiritually. Bring your sacred waters from your summer wanderings to enhance the flow of community. For more information about our congregation and announcements, go to orlandouu.org or email info@orlandouu.org. All other announcements are on slides before and after the service and have links in the weekly update or on our website. If you would like to follow along with the service, please use the QR code shown on the monitor. Thanks again for being here in person and online today. Please welcome our chalice lighter, Maya, who I have no biography for. Please say these words with me as we light our chalice. In the light of truth and in the warmth of love, we gather to seek, to sustain, and to share. Now, please rise in body or in spirit and round out singing our opening hymn, number 295, Sing Out Praises for the Journey, and the words will be projected on the screen.
Margalie Belizaire. Oh, wow. And today, the 23rd day of August, and the Gregorian calendar year 2026 CE, the congregation of First Unitarian Church of Orlando is called to join together for worship. As we encourage the speaking of truth to power way, thy leadership invites thee to say what is on thy mind. 2 minutes thee may speak. There will be no irreverent squeak. Instead, listening as the speakers seek the right of conscience that is theirs to share. It is a gift, our UU learning, to encourage our responsible search for meaning and our freedom to voice our learning with a shared pulpit at hand. And so again, I call you all to participate in and witness these humble opinions of worthy folk. And thus, I call thee to worship with In Sweet Company by Margaret Wolf. We sit together, I tell you things, silent, unborn, naked things that only my God has heard me say. You do not cluck your tongue at me or roll your eyes or split my heart into 1,000 pieces. With words that have little to do with me, you do not turn away because you cannot bear to see your own unclaimed light shining in my eyes. You stay with me in the dark. You urge me into being. You make room in your heart for my voice. You rejoice in my joy. And through it all, you stand unbound by everything but the still, small voice within you. I see my future self in you, just enough to risk moving forward beyond the familiar, just enough to leave the familiar in the past where it belongs. I breathe you in, I breathe you out, in one luxurious, contented sigh. In sweet company, I am home at last. So, beloveds, let us worship together with these words on our hearts. And if you are joining us online for the first time, please say so in the comments. If you're joining us for the first, maybe even the third time, if you would let us know by waving your hand, or better yet, if you could stand so we can really welcome you. So we have two hands there. Here's somebody standing, so welcome. Here's somebody else. Welcome. So let us now greet one another. And Aubrey over there will remind us when it's time to come back. Welcome to our annual Soapbox service. Today we gather in the spirit of open dialogue and beloved community, celebrating a tradition rooted in the simple but profound act of standing up, both literally and figuratively, to share what's on your heart, what's on our hearts. The Soapbox began as something ordinary, a wooden crate, once used to carry goods like soap, turned upside down and transformed into a platform, bless you, into a platform for a voice. And in that transformation, something beautiful happened. A shipping box became a pulpit. A common street corner became a commons for ideas. And an everyday passerby became a speaker, a prophet, a truth teller. This is very much in the spirit of Unitarian Universalism. We believe that revelation is not sealed, that wisdom doesn't come from one voice alone, but many. Each person carries a piece of truth, and each voice, whether it trembles, sings, jokes, or proclaims, is worthy of being heard. So today, the soapbox is yours. If you're willing to take a stance and share it, speak about what is big or urgent or small and delightful. Share what makes you laugh, what keeps you up at night, or what you simply can't help but notice about this wondrous, complicated world. Whatever you bring, it matters because it is yours. As we begin, let us remember the values that guide us with love at the center. right? Interdependence, pluralism, justice, transformation, generosity, and equity. These values are not just words on paper, they are promises, covenants, ways of living and being together. Today, we embody them by lifting up every voice and by listening with respect and care. And, I don't think I need to say it, but I will anyway, no hate speeches. Be mindful of the sacredness of our sanctuary, and most importantly, we have children among us. This is not a space for debate or division. This is a space for witnessing, for listening, and honoring one another's truth. In a world that often tries to silence or diminish voices, we gather here to do the opposite, to lift them up. So, come just as you are, share what is yours to share, speak with courage, listen with compassion, and know that you are among friends. The soapbox is waiting. And then with that, we are going to start with our first couple soapboxers. Barbara Howe.
Okay, true story. My friend, who was black and male, was driving home in his pickup truck at 2 in the morning, rolled through a stop sign, no drugs or alcohol involved. The police pulled him over, arrested him. He spent the night in jail. Bail cost about $250, another $250 to get the truck out of impound. And he spent a half a day in court, where of course the case was thrown out lack of merit. I'm white and female. Had I rolled through the same stop sign at the same time of night, I might have been stopped, might have been given a warning, maybe even a ticket, maybe even followed home to make sure I made it safely. Was this profiling or harassment? Either way, racism is alive and well and annoying and expensive in Central Florida.
Lucky there, Barbara. We were ready to hook you off the soapbox. And now, don't be afraid, George. We probably won't hook you off. You are next. George Hooper is next.
I have to watch these at my age. I had a friend for many years. Right out of high school, he went into a business doing door-to-door and built that into a rather large corporation, hiring many people. And his gift was that he knew people, he knew about them. And he used to say to me, George, there's 3 kinds of people. There's people who make things happen, there's people who watch things happen, and there are people who say, what happened? Well, I think it's safe to say that in our group, nobody falls into that third clueless category. And so that leaves the people who watch and the people who do. And I'd like to say that if you tend to be a watcher, get off the bench, get into the game. If you have your health and it's your friend, you can make signs, you can protest, you can volunteer, build houses with habitat, make meals, do something. Because as time goes on and health is more fickle, you have a tendency to want to give up, and I'm saying don't do that. That even as age comes along, there are things that you can do. While you may not be able to get out and make the signs and protest, you can make phone calls, you can write letters. Well, nobody writes letters. but get involved. Yes, get involved.
And thank you so much. All right. Now, so you all know, we would love it if you want to use the soapbox. We should have said that when you mentioned that, it reminds me. But feel free, if you don't feel comfortable being in the soapbox, we can move the mic for you, okay? So just let us know. All right, and next we have, and then after Steph Garber, we will take an invitation break shortly. So, Steph, come on up.
Last year, I started talking about why I love 1U, but I got pulled off because I went over my 2 minutes, so I have a few more things to add today. I love when I walk in and I hear welcome, rejoice, and come in. I love Psalm 123, and I love when Jenny does solos. I love that I live close by, and on nice days, I can walk down here. I love the loop, and that those of us with hearing aids can hear. It's great. I love our coffee hours. Karina, Kathy Spoon, and Colleen, and Ray, and others make it a wonderful, wonderful hour every week. I love when lay leaders lead our service and make it look almost professional. And I love the Alliance, and I love Whirl, and I love First Sunday dinners. I love when we have a collection of something for the new Image Youth Center, and Jeannie Carter, in her effort to let our congregation know, will wear whatever it is on her head, including on the Sunday. I love the Religious Education Center, and I love that every detail when we did the whole renovation, overseen by Dan Homlet and his crew, they didn't miss a thing. I love that I can dress.
All right, and now for a commercial break.
Good morning. No, I'm good. I am Brandon Allen, a member of the Board of Trustees. This morning we have already heard our first round of the Soapbox, offering something personal, meaningful, and worthy of reflection. That is part of what makes this service so special. Soapbox Sunday reminds us that Unitarian Universalism makes room for people to speak from their own experiences, convictions, questions, and truths. We may not always see things the same way, but we can still create a community where people are free to speak honestly and where we practice listening with openness and respect. As we invite you into generosity, we are affirming that this is a time in our service is not only simply an invitation to the practice of giving, it is also a reminder that your generosity makes spaces like this possible. Your giving allows 1U to exist and thrive as a place where people can question, reflect, challenge, speak their truth, and engage with the good news of Unitarian Universalism. In the words of Black abolitionist, suffragist, and Unitarian Frances Ellen Watkins Harper, we are all bound up together in one great bundle of humanity. That feels especially fitting today. Each person who steps onto the soapbox brings their own perspective and their own story. But when those voices are shared here, they become part of the life of this community. When we give to 1U, we help sustain a place where voices can be heard, ideas can be explored, and people can bring their full and authentic selves into the shared space. So as we continue hearing from one another this morning, May we also give generously so that 1U can continue to be a place where every voice has room to speak, every perspective has room to be considered, and every person has room to belong. Today, full collection will go to the ministries of this congregation. Okay. Our Share the Plate recipient for the month of July and August is New Image Youth Center, as Steph said previously. Should you choose to make a direct donation to our partner, please let us know for recording purposes. Note that you can give online. You can also give online and use your phone to scan the QR code found in the pew back pocket to donate through Zephy. Please note that you can change the service fee to $0 at checkout. The offering will now be collected. Thank you. Let us joyfully receive what is offered here today in the spirit of gratitude and fellowship.
I do want to say, this is to give parents time to help our youth and children. There are no children on this list. I just want to say, and it is Soapbox, you get to speak your mind. 2 minutes rule still holds, but I'm just saying, there are no kids on the list. You prepping first? I think you better prep first, yes. Ruby. Ruby's like, I'm ready now. Okay, so right now we will have Melissa Poker on, I think so. Oh my gosh, this is Baker. You all ought to see what Baker looks like from Melissa.
That's why I type everything, Reverend Margalie. Okay, tell me when to start. I stand on this soapbox today as a solitary, fulfilled soul, rich in platonic love, and deeply grateful to the men of our congregation. Too many women walk through these doors bearing the scars of toxic masculinity, but I stand here with immense gratitude because the men of this Unitarian community show us a glorious alternative, the masculine divine. You, kind sirs, show us that men can be our friends, our nurturers, our guides, our way showers, and our safe spaces. Now we understand that boundaries are necessary, caution has its place, and men pull back out of genuine respect. But when corporate caution makes authenticity feel unsafe, when good men feel they cannot offer a gentle touch or a comforting embrace to a grieving friend, we lose something vital. So my plea to our platonic partnership is simple: be all that. Do not let a cynical world shrink your capacity to care. It is okay to laugh with us. It is okay to cry with us. It is okay to stand tall and scream your truth with us, because hear this: we are your safe space too. If you hold back your softness, we are robbed of your beauty and the truth of your soul. If you hide your tenderness, we are left to believe the terrible lie that men are only who the outside world says they are. We see you and we need you. Be our soft harbor. Let us be yours and show us the hope for humanity.
Well, well, well. All right, you men should be proud of yourselves. I'll say male presenting. You should be proud of yourselves. Okay, so our next speaker is Margaret McLaren.
All right, so unlike others, I don't have anything written down because I was gently persuaded when I walked in to sign up, and I did. So there's a lot of things I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about gender equality, LGBTQ rights, anti-racism, but I've chosen to spoke on recycling. You're definitely gonna have to hook me because I haven't practiced, so, and I could go on and on. So recycling might seem something small. It might seem innocuous. It's, not that really controversial, but I've been an, I would say, not just avid, but possibly compulsive recycler since the mid-'80s. I lived in Chicago. There wasn't yet curbside recycling in Chicago at that time where I lived, but there was a city kind of repository for recycling where you could take your own recycling, which I did. And the really fun part of that was that a lot of it was glass recycling, and they were going to break up the glass anyway. So they had different dumpsters for different colored glass. So you could also throw your glass into the dumpster if you were having a hard day. In fact, I would save my recycling until I was having a hard day, and then I would go. And I was, and this is only part of the reason I'm an avid recycler, but I would throw it in. But it's gone beyond that. So part of my passion about recycling is that I believe in the philosophy of stepping lightly on the earth, right? We should only consume what we need. We should pass on what we don't need to others. We should compost. We should recycle. I'm so compulsive that sometimes when I'm out and they don't recycle, I take it with me. I'll take yours with me.
And now we are going to have our artist in resident is going to do her poem in the style of soapboxing for us, I believe.
Thank you for having me. I wrote this poem at the lowest moment in my life. If you need to hear this poem today, it is for you. Beauty loves tragedy. Beauty loves grief. Yet beauty persists in the spaces between. Where beauty exists, it insists that it's free. And we all hold a peace. Beauty speaks brutally, but never seeks cruelty. You can't control it, restrain it, name or contain it. Beauty's the moon, dressed in blue on your skin. Beauty's the light left wavering within. When you have nothing left, beauty shows up. When you're on your last breath, beauty is love. Because beauty loves tragedy. Beauty loves grief. Yet beauty persists in the spaces between. Where beauty exists, it insists that it's free. And we all hold a piece. And we all hold a piece.
Time again for another break. And this time, it is the time we set aside for the deep sharing of our hearts and for prayer and meditation. A space to share our joys and sorrows, the places of lightness and heaviness in our lives. We do this not only to express what is in our own hearts, but to remind one another that no one journeys alone. You are invited to contribute to a collective sharing of joys and sorrows, and we read them during this time in the service. During the week, please email us at joysandsorrows@orlandouu.org, or you can fill out a card or bring a note to our wonderful welcomers, and they make sure we receive them here at the pulpit. So, bring your joys, bring your sorrows as we come together. Bring your whole self, because your whole self is welcome here in this sacred space we are creating together. These beautiful flowers here this morning are offered by Nancy Harvey in loving memory of her husband, Dave Harvey, Jr., who was a faithful member of this congregation. He passed away last year on August 22nd. Just as joy and sorrow sit next to one another, congratulations to George and Kay Hooper. Tomorrow, the 24th, will be their 63rd wedding anniversary, celebrating many wonderful years of love, friendship, and shared memories together. Bonnie Peabody wanted to let us know that Dale was in a bike accident last Thursday. He had surgery on his arm for broken bones and a dislocated elbow. He should be discharged today, but she's asking for prayers and good wishes. This is from Veronica Joyner. Says, all of Veronica's cardiology tests came back negative or normal. Good news. And also wanted us to know to keep Nozomi in our thoughts as she adjusts to her first year at University of North Florida. So, keeping you in our thoughts. We have a sorrow here from Christine and Daryl Fullerton to grieve the passing of our friend Ian Steer. Ian was an honest, good man who loved his wife and family. His last act was to donate his building to UCF Medical School. Body, thank you. That is different, yes. Yes, there are two different things. His body to UCF Medical School makes much better sense. I apologize for messing up this really serious sorrow. And this is an ask to please hold Catherine Vaccaro in our hearts as she bids farewell to her husband, Daniel. He is ending his battle with dementia at Orlando Lutheran Towers Nursing Home. I know Catherine is here. Yes, Catherine's back there. Yep. And this is a note from Mike McCleskey. Many thanks to the 1U dedicated team of poll workers who put in an extremely long day on Tuesday, the 18th, hosting the election site for Precinct 302 over there in Gore Hall. Not only did their effort work to ensure a free and fair election, but they also donated their time to the Adopt a Precinct program, which raised about $2,000 to our annual operating fund. So, thanks. And Mike continued, thanks also to those who donated snacks and drinks to sustain our workers throughout the day. Yes. The community board next door, which obviously seems to be a wonderful idea because you all are really engaging it. So one thing it brought to light for many of us is the need, how much we need one another. A lot of the requests, a lot of the needs are simply sharing time together. So if you haven't looked at our community board next door, please take a look. If you have a need up there and you don't have your name on it, but you would like to be reached out to, please put your name up there. And if you can offer something, so pay attention to the board. Some of the requests are things that many of us can do very easily. So take a look, and we do want to rotate things off the board and so that people can put more things on there. If we remove something too early, please know that it is not personal at all, and you can please put another one up. Please know that. And if your need has been met and you can remove it, we would appreciate that too. But you know, I love seeing the board there, and it just reminds me how much we truly need one another as human beings and this community here. And so for all the joys and all the sorrows of this community, of our country, of the world, let us, and those that we have not shared, let us pray, let us celebrate, let us send one another healing energy. And we have 3 candles that we will light today. And this is to hold all that we bring into this circle of care. So this first candle is for all the joys in our hearts, for the beauty and wonder of this world that holds us. We give thanks that brightened our lives. This second candle is for the sad and difficult happenings in our lives, for grief over the losses we have borne. Let this flame remind us that we do not need to carry them alone. We hold one another. And this third candle is for all that remains unknown, a flame of mystery and possibility. Together, these 3 flames, joy, sorrow, and mystery, burn as one. They remind us that whatever we bring into the circle of care, we are held in a greater light, and we do not journey alone. I invite us into meditative prayer. Center yourselves. Take whatever position you take in moments such as these. Spirit of life and love, Spirit of truth telling, that Spirit which accompanies us as we strive for honesty, kindness, and bravery. Give light and love to all those who seek it. Sending love and light to Nancy Harvey as she continues to grieve. We wish George and Kay continued marital joy. wanting a good recovery for Dale. Gratitude for Veronica and the positive and the good way cardiology test results. And sending Nozomi congratulations and light as she starts her first year at the university. Also love and light to Christine and Daryl as they grieve their beloved friend. And we hold our dear Catherine in love as she bids farewell to her husband Daniel. And of course, much gratitude to our poll workers. And much love and light to all of us joined here today and for all that is shared. May we leave here today having learned something, but most importantly, feeling connected and feeling like this is a place where we belong. Okay, and so we continue with Marcellus Bowles. It's your turn at the soapbox.
Thank you. On you, ma'am. Privacy is one of the things that you give in a conversation. Conversation allows you to have discretion and as well as get. Oh, okay. Did that mess my time up?
No. But the time is gone.
And confidence in speaking with somebody, not in something you do. And with this confidence, I would like to talk about the new things we have going on with IT and how you can become an interior designer for IT, which is exciting. Privacy is a thing that you have to learn. But one thing we have to remember to continue teaching is that education is not a convenience or a service that is provided. So with your learning and your ability to gain further knowledge, please remember, as an adult, the hazards that you work out for and all the fun that you have at the different hertz levels, and you exchange body heat. And we give that with the understanding that when we pass on to somebody frail, small, or just by us, we give them the understanding of confidence. Pardon me, I'm ranting. Anyway, confidence in controlling yourself.
Oh, perfect. Our little one is ready now, right? All right.
I made these pictures to show friendship. This is I Have Something to Say. I am here to talk about friendship. Everyone needs it. Everyone needs a friend. Try to be a friend. Here is my second picture. It says transformation.
Charlotte.
I fondly remember Welcome Home Wednesdays. I believe we did it every Wednesday for a period of time, and each evening included several modules, and I really, really enjoyed it. I would like to see something similar to it come back to our congregation. It needn't be weekly. It could be monthly or every other month, but you know, as much energy as is there. And I would be more than happy to host a drum circle. And I just wish we could do it again because it was such fun. And it was so nice to touch base with my beloved congregation in the middle of the week.
All right, our next speaker will be speaking from her seat. Claudia will be speaking now.
Good morning. I'm Claudia Scheffler. This is a lifelong issue that has deeply touched my soul. I'm going to ask you, how can we pay our athletes so much money? And we can barely pay our teachers a living wage. This comes from years of my own experience as a teacher and a college professor, so I know what I'm talking about. Thank you.
This is all the speakers we have for, oh, somebody is, oh, all right. Could Mom, could you come up with, oh, or somebody, yes.
Everyone deserves a home with a family. Everyone deserves a home with a family, with a loving heart. Everyone should be happy, and they should always have a friend. And you should always care for the poor.
On that beautiful sound, you know, the voice of the little ones, this is our Soapbox service. By sharing our voices and opening our hearts, we are all winners. And in speaking today, we have also honored our values, interdependence. We've celebrated pluralism and allowed ourselves to be transformed. We have practiced generosity, we saw justice, and we nurtured equity. The winner is this whole community, because hopefully we will leave this place enriched, connected, and reminded that every voice matters. So let's go forth carrying these gifts into the wider world, speaking with courage, listening with compassion, and living with gratitude. So now join me in singing our closing hymn, We Give Thanks. Words will be on the screen. Cheered by our community, blessed by our covenant, uplifted in mind and renewed in spirit, go forth with courage and in peace to meet the days to come. Reverend Burton Carley. Beloveds, worship has ended, and now the service truly begins. And I feel another need to invite you again and remind you how important spiritual practices are for your grounding, to really help you, or I should say I have found them to be very helpful to me as I navigate this world, so in this moment especially. So if you don't have a spiritual practice, I invite you to find one that works for you, and we can have a conversation if you think that would be helpful to you. And if you have one, be intentional about engaging it, okay? And also, we have a potluck next week, and I understand only 3 people have signed up. So I'm hoping that means way more people will sign up. We really encourage and invite fellowship. We do know that our call to justice is strong, and we want to be grounded in our spirituality. But fellowship, relationship, is also a big part of our life, as you use. Potlucking, is that a word? Okay, let's do it. Potlucking is just as important. Sign up and be here for the potluck next week.
Please say these words with me as we extinguish this flame. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry into the world until we are together again.